In every corner of this vast world, from the vibrant and bustling cities to the serene and untouched landscapes of the remote countryside, there exists a universal terror that clings to our subconscious minds, the paralyzing fear of letting our vulnerable feet dangle over the edge of our beds while slumbering. It's an inexplicable, primal dread that seems to be deeply embedded in the collective psyche of mankind, a haunting relic of our ancient ancestors who, long ago, braved the mysterious and treacherous darkness where lurking dangers remained unseen and unknown. This ancient survival instinct, passed down through generations, evokes a shiver down our spines and sends our imaginations spiraling into the abyss. What could be waiting in the shadows, just beyond the edge of our perceived safety? As the night descends and the room is enveloped in shadows, the mind begins to play tricks, conjuring up images of unseen creatures lurking beneath the bed, eagerly awaiting the opportunity to snatch and pull unsuspecting victims into their dark domain. The simple act of exposing vulnerable feet to the abyss below becomes an invitation to the unknown, a gateway to the realm of nightmares, where the imagination runs wild, and every creak of the floorboards sends shivers down one's spine. Each flickering shadow and distant sound becomes a haunting echo, amplifying the sense of unease and heightening the anticipation of what horrors may lie in wait. It is in these moments, as the heart pounds and the pulse quickens, that the true power of the imagination takes hold, weaving a tapestry of fear and exhilaration in the mind of those brave enough to venture into the depths of the night. This common nightmare fuel must have its roots somewhere, deeply ingrained in our primal instincts. Countless horror tales have been spun around this chilling phenomenon, each adding to the lore and intensity of the fear. Whispers of restless spirits, mischievous creatures, and lurking monsters echo through the ages, perpetuating the unease and feeding the imagination. So, the next time you find yourself hesitating to let your feet hang freely, remember that you are not alone in this primal fear. It is a shared experience that unites us, transcending borders and cultures. It is a testament to the power of the human imagination and the profound impact that fear can have on our collective psyche. Our story begins. Meet Benedict, a seemingly ordinary young man with tousled brown hair and a mischievous glint in his eyes. He was experiencing an otherwise ordinary afternoon nap beside his girlfriend Emily, who had a penchant for collecting vintage books. Soft sunlight streamed through the partially closed curtains, casting a warm glow on the room's eclectic decor. As they lay in the dimly lit room, the air was filled with a sense of tranquility and contentment. Benedict's feet hung carelessly over the side of the bed, revealing his mismatched socks, a testament to his playful nature. Little did he know that this simple act, an innocent display of relaxation, would soon become his worst nightmare. Unbeknownst to Benedict, an ancient artifact tucked away on a dusty shelf in the corner of the room had been silently awaiting this very moment. It pulsated with an otherworldly energy, its power growing stronger with each passing second. The room, once filled with serenity, now crackled with an eerie tension. Little did Benedict realize that his fateful nap would plunge him into a world of adventure, mystery, and danger. The stage was set for a thrilling journey beyond his wildest imagination, as the ordinary afternoon nap would become a turning point in his life, shattering the boundaries of his reality and propelling him into a realm where the extraordinary awaited. As he lay in that hazy state between reality and dreamland, the room filled with an eerie silence. Suddenly, a peculiar sensation jolted him awake, a moist, wet tongue gliding along the soles of his feet. It was an unexpected touch that sent a shiver down his spine, but there was no sense of alarm. With a half smile, he realized it must be Chewy, his girlfriend's mischievous dog, known for his playful antics. The room was dimly lit, casting mysterious shadows that danced on the walls, adding to the surreal experience. The mysterious tongue, however, began to explore further, slithering up his foot and weaving its way around his toes, leaving a trail of cold saliva in its wake. Half asleep and mildly irritated, Benedict shook his foot, hoping to deter Chewy's apparent licking obsession. But the licking persisted, as if driven by an insatiable curiosity. Each lick seemed to carry a hint of mischievousness, as if the tongue itself had a secret agenda. Benedict couldn't help but wonder what hidden powers this enigmatic tongue possessed, what secrets it held within its wet embrace. Was it a tongue with a taste for adventure, a relentless explorer seeking new sensations? Or was there something more sinister lurking beneath its innocent facade? Whatever the case, one thing was certain. Benedict was about to embark on a journey of discovery where the mysteries of the tongue would be unraveled, one lick at a time. Finally, unable to endure the incessant licking, Benedict sat up abruptly, his brows furrowing with annoyance. He shifted his weight, the creaking of the mattress breaking the silence of the room. Ready to scold Chewy, he cleared his throat, the sound echoing against the walls. His girlfriend stirred beside him, her eyes fluttering open, startled awake by the sudden movement. As she blinked away the remnants of sleep, confusion etched across her face. Benedict began to explain the situation. "You won't believe it," he started, his frustration evident in his voice. "Chewy's been relentlessly licking my foot." But as they cautiously turned their gaze, what they saw next sent icy tendrils of pure terror crawling up their spines. There, on the cold hardwood floor beside them, Chewy lay, fast asleep, completely oblivious to the eerie atmosphere that filled the room. The air was heavy with an unsettling silence, broken only by the faint sound of their own breaths echoing in the stillness. The dim glow of Benedict's phone provided the sole source of illumination, its feeble light casting long, ominous shadows that danced and flickered on the walls as if taunting their senses. The room seemed to hold its breath, as if holding a secret that only darkness could reveal. As his eyes slowly adjusted to the enveloping darkness, he saw it, a mysterious figure, shrouded in shadows and lurking at the foot of the bed. The figure's silhouette seemed to blend seamlessly with the night, its presence both eerie and intriguing. A sense of unease washed over him as he noticed the figure gently cradling his feet, its touch sending shivers down his spine, its elongated tongue, like a grotesque appendage, reached out towards him, hinting at a sinister intention. A chill ran down his spine as his eyes locked with the creature's unnerving gaze. Its eyes, devoid of humanity, held an unspeakable horror that seemed to penetrate his very soul. Time stood still as the weight of fear and dread settled upon him, immobilizing his every movement. Suddenly, in a swift and fluid motion, the creature scampered away as if it had been summoned by the night itself. It vanished into the inky blackness through the nearby window, leaving him in a state of bewildered terror and unanswered questions. The room remained still, the air heavy with an unexplainable presence. he couldn't shake off the feeling that this encounter was just the beginning of something far more sinister, that the creature's visit was a mere glimpse into a larger, more terrifying realm that existed in the shadows. To this day, Benedict remains haunted by the chilling encounter that happened on a moonlit night in his old family home. As he lay in bed, a sense of unease washed over him, causing his heart to race and his palms to sweat. Suddenly, he heard a faint scratching sound coming from the corner of the room. Slowly, he turned his head, only to see a pair of glowing eyes staring back at him. The creature, shrouded in darkness, seemed to defy all logical explanation. Benedict's mind raced, desperately trying to comprehend what he was witnessing. Was it a figment of his imagination, or something more sinister? The fear that gripped his heart was palpable as he felt a presence lurking in the shadows. Since that fateful night, Benedict has made it a ritual to keep his lights on, casting out the darkness that haunts his memories. And when he slips into bed, he always makes sure to tuck his feet safely under the covers, never daring to let them hang over the edge.